Yep. Internet. Come on. Come on.
Oh, now I can
Come
see
on.
the game.
Oh, my internet is very choppy today.
That Aaron Yeager?
How well this is going to go. Anyways, welcome to part
We're totally
9.
not going to have any issues whatsoever.
I hope we freaking don't. Oh no! It also doesn't help that the cutscenes in this game, they like to do like a jittery thing because you know robot stuff and all that. Yeah.
We can't tell if it's the game or Discord.
It's the rumbling.
It might be Discord, guys.
Oh no! Oh well. And that's it. Welcome to part 9 of the Sonic Frontiers playthrough. Alright, so
Is that a weapon for half Metal Gear?
Yes, it is. It's a Metal Gear Wyvern. Yeah, it's the new model in the prequel games. Yep.
Metal Gear Snake?
Yes. Alrighty, but yeah. So the formula how it goes is like after you get your first Chaos Emerald, you're taken to the cinematic sequence right here. So the level design here is purely exclusive to this sequence. If you can notice in the background, all the other level design has despawned in favor for this. You guys are still there, right?
Yeah.
Don't leave me hanging.
No,
You
we're
guys weren't fucking reacting.
I'm just watching the Temple Run gameplay.
New Temple Run DLC goes hard.
I was worried that my
The
internet...
new Subway. I'm watching the Subway Surfers clip to go with my commentary.
Subway Surfers looking different, yeah. Okay, but I was just worried that
No,
my voice
it's
wasn't
Sonic
going
Dash.
through. But
Yeah, in the new wave of Gamebox content, there's actually Subway Surfers gameplay underneath it. Family Guy clips above it.
This is how we keep your attention.
I'm hacking the game box now.
Watch our content, please.
we should do that for the Sonic 06 playthrough.
Why the Rock just spawning behind him?
I don't know.
Dwayne the
Was
Rock
that connection
Johnson?
and it just like, or did it just appear?
It might have something to do with the fact because even those are real-time cutscenes. So I guess since the sequence is over, it was trying to spawn in the rest of the level design. So it might have just done that.
It's goofy. This game, is this on the Switch version?
No, this right here is the Xbox version.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I have been told that the Switch version has a lot of issues with pop-ins.
More so than the actual game.
The game has its own fair amount of issues.
Really bad in terms of graphics.
Yeah, from my experience, I didn't suffer like consistent frame rate drops throughout the entire thing. It was really only the beginning part because that tutorial also has rain effects in it. Yeah, so it couldn't handle the rain effects, but apart from that, the rest of the game ran fine.
This game is definitely made for next-gen consoles, but it just has the old ones.
That's debatable.
I feel like it's optimized for next-gen. It's not optimized for stuff like the Xbox One, PS4, and the Switch. Or at least not very well.
Well, that might make sense. It's kind of hard to tell like what systems were developed for in games, at least today, because
I mean, yeah, it's hard to tell unless you
Anything
hear
made for
directly
the
from
Switch is not
developers.
going to be made for next gen.
that is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of obvious since you know that's kind of 6-year-old hardware, for at the time of this video. At least. So,
Yeah, pretty much 10-year-old hardware almost.
I mean, the
Almost,
Xbox
yeah.
One is like 10-year-old hardware, so...
It, yeah, literally is 10-year-old hardware. There are still some games being developed for it. Well, like historically,
I mean, we're just now hitting the point where they start developing for other
exclusively.
yeah. Like, Jedi Survivor's the first game that I've wanted that hasn't been available on old-gen consoles.
You don't know
Okay.
what you're talking about.
But so historically speaking, when it comes to like the next gen consoles here, they still develop games for the old systems about 2 years into the thing. Like Metal Gear Solid 5 is a 2015 game, yet there are still 360 and PS3 versions out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
I mean, yeah. You really start like 2015 was when the Xbox 360 was dropped from lineups of game releases, and we're just now hitting that point.
Yeah, I feel like
I remember it was Halo 5 release. It was one of the first games to release that was like only Xbox One, I think. If I recall correctly, like that's just in my brain. I remember it because I remember not being able to get Halo 5 when it came out in 2015, and that was like a big deal for me because I'm a long-time Halo fan.
Yeah, and then, but that's kind of like the first party Microsoft thing. They might as well make it for their next system.
Yeah, because they benefit off of the sales of people buying the system for that game.
But then
in the same way that it's almost weird to me that Nintendo even bothered with a Wii U release of like Breath of the Wild because it was such a strong launch title. But then again, almost nobody owned the Wii U anyway, so I guess they weren't missing out on much demographic.
I think it was because they had originally developed it for the Wii U. Yet when they
they did. However,
they are too far into development to actually cancel
They
it.
did develop it for the Wii U, but if you've ever played the Wii U version, it feels like it was very like it was too much for Wii U hardware, or it's that they killed optimization in the sake of making people spec into a Switch for the Switch version.
Right? Yeah.
Like it feels like they grabbed it by the balls and cut them off. Yeah,
they
neutered it,
but still, it's a thing.
There is a fun thing though. They cut features from the Wii U version that because the Wii U version wouldn't have it. Originally, there was a really cool map feature for the gamepad, the Wii U gamepad, that was completely cut from the game.
Oh,
in
really?
Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Yeah. Like where you would have been able to place markers and draw on the map.
Oh, draw
with the gamepad. But they cut it, I think, because the Switch wouldn't have that gameplay while it was docked or something. But then, for some reason, they also didn't port it to the Switch's mobile gameplay, which would have made a lot of sense, to be honest. But I don't know.
It's the touchscreen is barely utilized because they always have to take into consideration that it is going to be plugged into a TV. TVs do not have touchscreens,
Yeah.
So that's why
obviously
barely any games have.
Like I get that, but at the same time, they can. Like they could have made it so that it has the capability to do that. Just like how games can have gyro functionality, but they don't have to. Like it's still playable without it, and some people prefer it without it.
Yeah, gyro, not for nothing, but gyro is different from a touchscreen.
I don't know, man. I feel like the application of touchscreen in this context would literally just be placing pins on a map with finger instead of a cursor. Like it would be nice, but it doesn't change the game. You know?
Well, but it's still you can't do that on a TV, and so they have to take that.
You can on some. You can on some.
Oh yeah, some TVs, not the poor kids' TV.
No. Well, the poor kids' TV also can't display all of the colors.
Oh, the poor kids' TV is also 20 years old. Not the kid.
The poor kid TV. Playing Breath of the Wild on a CRT.
Right. Yeah.
On the Lightning McQueen CRT.
Right.
Lightning McQueen CRT.
No, the Shrek one. The Shrek TV.
Yeah.
No, the Lightning McQueen one where his mouth is the disc tray.
Have you guys seen the picture of someone who put Red Dead Redemption 2 on a fucking mega old TV?
Yeah, I have. Have you seen the Hot Wheels PC sleeper build?
Yeah.
No. Some guy took this old ancient Hot Wheels piece, Dell PC case, like a piece of crap, full setup, turned it into a modern gaming setup, but still in the Hot Wheels, with all the Hot Wheels peripherals and case and stuff. It's really stupid, and I love it.
Didn't you also use some Barbie ones?
I
hate these puzzles,
so many
man.
times with this puzzle.
I hate these puzzles.
They're fine, but
Well, my brain is bad, so
oh, so it's a skill issue. Okay.
I've played Twilight Princess 30 plus times, and I still don't know how to do the stupid statue moving puzzle in front of the Temple of
No
Time.
one does.
I don't think anyone knows how to do that one.
No, no one fucking does.
I think that's like the most overcomplicated puzzle in a lot. Well,
Were you about to say the entire franchise?
no, in 3D.
Oh, okay.
But like, there are some like the entirety of the water temple, though.
Yeah, there's that. But if you're gonna apply 2D, I think the Link to the Past Ice Palace is a
Oh my
big
god!
contender. Assuming you didn't get the Canis Maria.
Yeah. I did not.
Yeah, no, because
Not on my first playthrough.
because the dungeons are numbered in a sequence, but you don't have to do them in that sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ice Palace comes before. I think it was Turtle Rock that you got it from. I don't remember.
I don't remember, man. I haven't played all the way through A Link to the Past in like 4 years.
Oh yeah, because you gave up with the Ice Palace.
No. I've played through it. I played through it like probably 3 times, I think. I played through every game in the series. I haven't not beaten all of them.
Not beating all of them.
I've beaten every 3D title, and I've beaten most of them.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I ever beat the Oracle games.
Oh well, they're all right.
Go beat them right now.
Yes, stop the recording and go play something else.
Go beat them right now. Are those some dad's intrusive thoughts?
I wouldn't know. I never had a dad.
Yeah, no, yours is still at the supermarket. Yeah.
No, he's in a box at my brother's house.
He's
Yeah,
in a
like
box?
you said, he's a supermarket. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
He's in a box
Same
at my
thing.
brother's
Yeah,
house.
yeah. Change the
Whoa.
subject.
You getting the milk.
Come on, kill it. Piece of shit. Die. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a combat technique I've seen speedrunners use where they basically use they'll attack and they'll do that stomp ability or whatever, that one you fly up and stomp down to the enemy or whatever. And once you do that, you can literally just attack again and then do the stomp again, and because it slows down time every time you do that, it gives you way more a way longer opportunity to wail on the bosses and usually beat them on their first cycle.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I didn't know that
I hate.
the stomp thing actually slowed down time.
Yeah, there's a handful of attacks that Sonic can do that slows down time, and if you spam those, you get a much longer opportunity to wail on them.
I see.
Wow,
Chaos control.
Basically.
There is no chaos control, but if you stomp, there can be.
Yeah,
I
only
find
under
it-
certain conditions.
I find it interesting that the game actually mentions that Sonic can't deal with water very well, because that's something that is adapted from the Genesis era. That's been adapted into modern, but gets ignored in a lot of the modern games.
Yeah, I have
no.
noticed that too.
And I loved in the movie in Sonic 2 when the scene with that. Where he just runs on the water. It's sweet. Obviously, it's not the first time we've seen that. We saw that way back in 2004 with The Incredibles, but there's something magical about seeing Sonic do it,
Yeah, because he has a fear of water.
Also, he ran over a wave. I never saw Dash do that. Suck it.
It was interesting how they handled that character trait in the Sonic 2 movie, because they never make it such a big deal that he doesn't like water. Because ever since we've seen in Sonic X, Like, he's had entire episodes where it's like, oh no, I'm afraid of water. Oh no. But yeah,
There was the ocean planet.
yeah. But in the Sonic 2 movie, it's just treated as like, it's a thing, and he doesn't like it, but it becomes very pivotal near the one climax before the final climax.
Yeah.
Says you can't feel this heat.
Yeah, and if you hadn't noticed, like the score that plays during that quote unquote drowning scene, the drowning theme from the games actually plays.
Yeah. Oh my god, the soundtrack in that movie is ridiculously well thought out.
Yeah.
I
haven't listened to the whole thing, but
there's just a lot of like hidden classic Sonic themes in the score. It's really cool. It's similar stuff to what they did with like, I don't know, another good example in like, I still need to see the Mario movie. I'm assuming they probably do it in that.
There are so many references in the score. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Spider-Verse into and Across the Spider-Verse have a ton of hidden gems referring to like older Spider-Man shows and the comics and the movies. You know, there's like Spider-Gwen's theme is actually is the same notes as the OG Spider-Man theme, but played in a completely different rhythm and context.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I've seen something else with the Into the Spider-Verse one, where the Prowler's theme,
Yeah.
No.
yeah, that song in reverse is actually Miles Morales' theme.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just recording
Spider-Man 2099 theme is the one everyone talks about right now. Yeah, but it's actually based on God, which Spider-Man theme is it?
It's
I think it's Ultimate Spider-Man.
no, it's
I think
this
it's
one.
It's based on that. I think it is slightly based on that one. But the actual idea of the sound design is based on, I think, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
That show's intro. And it becomes very obvious when you listen to them side by side. Yet it very much has its own light and like identity to it. You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, let's not spoil Spider-Verse because
Yeah, I
even
haven't,
if there's
I haven't
people-
even seen the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second
the
one
intro
yet.
sequence. Oh my god, it's so good. You just got to see it.
Yeah, just yes, Caedon did indeed come to it.
Yeah,
I'll let you
in the
figure
theater. In the theater.
I'll let you figure out how to spell that word.
Oh my god, you flipped the hourglass.
Oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god, it's
So- Okay, so you see how those platforms faded in like that?
Yeah.
I would have liked it if the game didn't do that pop-in with the level design, but rather did something similar to that.
Yeah, that's something kind of a lot of people like said about Sonic Frontiers. It's mostly kind of the annoying thing is just the fact that like all the platforms and random shit just pop in out of nowhere. Is like it would have been a little bit less annoying if it had at least had like a stylized kind of way to show it or
Right,
something.
yeah.
But no, it's just out of
The level
nowhere.
design
It's
is
really
the thing is the
jarring.
level design is not integrated in the actual visual design
Yeah,
very well.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And that's always been a thing with Sonic past the honestly, I'd say past like Adventure 2, that's been a thing. It was a thing in it like Adventure 1 and 2, but Heroes really emphasized that. Like the emphasis, like it very much didn't feel like you were running through organic spaces, and it all felt very manufactured, because that feels stupid when you're talking about a thing where you're running through a city, but the level design feels catered to Sonic's movement in a lot of them.
These
And
ramps
it's
were built
kind
for
of
me.
weirds you
Yeah.
out when you think about the actual space, you know?
Yeah, no,
Like
okay.
why
I see
is
what you're
Speed
saying.
Highway?
Yeah.
Why the hell is Speed Highway like a straight line for most of it, and then there's this giant conveniently placed platform to get up to a helicopter. You know,
I mean,
one that I will say is a really good example, though. Escape from the City is a really well integrated one in the space that it's in.
well, yeah, it's almost
and
as
I
if
will
the
also
main
say
highway
I
is based off of
Unleashed.
an actual thing.
Yeah. I also really like Unleashed, how it handles its art direction in its levels as well.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the reasons I like it so much.
It was Arid Sands, the beginning of it. You were actually running through the town and could run into the people and they had collision detection as well. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're gonna be boosting into them at like Mach speed and they'll be perfectly fine. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, I can't help but feel like it's a video game. It's supposed to have like fun level design catered to the kind of gameplay that it wants to have.
Oh, of course.
You know?
I'm not saying it shouldn't have fun level design.
Okay.
It's more so just sometimes the art direction feels really lazy in some of these games.
Like a living
Like you said, platforms appearing out of like platforms that just shouldn't be there in the context of the space just being there. It's one thing I think Colors excels really well at actually.
I only said that.
Colors make sense because it's a.
call showed us way back.
Okay, so
I only said
Colors-
that because the freaking construction of the game is barely
I know.
poorly optimized.
You're right. And that prison will
yeah, but I do find it interesting with the art direction in Sonic Colors because of the fact that it's a under construction amusement park. You don't question the fact that there's floating platforms everywhere. You know?
And also, it's a kids game, and I've seen it millions of times before.
Well, I'm picky, okay?
I guess so.